quick disclaimer so you guys don't think I'm just reusing content. A lot of the clips in my last video were cut up versions of the streaks in this one. Meaning that this video has a lot of the same streaks, except most of the time they actually went a lot longer than I showed in my last video, just because it looked cool the way I set it up. But with this one, I wanted to show the whole clips and talk in this video because you guys have been saying you guys enjoy that kind of content a lot more. So with that being said, obviously here are the clips. And this first one I thought was cool just because of that jump kill I got. I thought it looked nice getting the quick scope, the stab, and then jumping over the guy and like ninjaing him. I thought it was kind of cool. And I gotta admit, I think I got pretty lucky on this first guy. I don't know why he didn't kill me. I'm fairly certain he was using the SPR as well. So that should have been an easy quick scope for him, but I think he may have just had a lapse of judgment. Happens to everyone. But regardless, I thought it was a nice little 4-piece. And I do actually think I was pretty close on almost getting this last guy. This one's a bit longer, and I honestly feel like I maybe should have gotten this throwing knife, but I also can kind of see I might have just been a bit too far ahead. Regardless, I still thought it was a pretty good clip. Although, to be fair, I gotta admit, man, sometimes these swords just have impossible range, you know? Like, yeah, these aren't really katanas I'm using. They're definitely not that long, but at the same time, I'm not gonna complain. Especially when the next kill is at a pretty good distance away as well. But at the same time, I don't feel too bad about it because if I had to choose between a sword that was impossibly long and then a riot shield that's impossibly indestructible, I'd probably go with the swords every time. I'm honestly really proud of how these videos turned out. I've been wanting to try quickscoping and knifing ever since I picked up quickscoping in this game, even though it's the first game I've really tried quickscoping in, but I don't want to like claim that I'm really good at it yet, and that's only because I know in Cold War there's not going to be any aim assists on the snipers, so I don't want to claim I'm really good at it and then it turns out it's just because this game has an aim assist on them. So I mean, we'll see in Cold War if I'm good with them. But until then, that 3-piece was absolutely nasty. I think we can all at least agree on that. And honestly, I thought that no-scope was pretty good too. I mean, obviously the SPR is pretty strong, so I can't even really claim that, oh, I'm just a god when I'm having some of my best clips with this one, but I've had some good ones with the Kar 98 and the AX50, so I think at least in this game, I'm okay at quickscoping. I know I'm good at knifing, or at least I think I am. But quickscoping I'm still up in the air on just because I don't want to be like pretentious and say, oh yeah, I'm good at quickscoping, when in reality it's just the aim assist that's been helping me out. But I'm also not dogging on myself and saying that it's just the aim assist. I do think I'm okay at it, but I really want to test myself in the next game and see if it's a combination of talent and game mechanics, or if I've actually just gotten good at it, and I am actually really curious to see that. Although I kind of feel like I'm just rambling and saying the same stuff in different ways right now, so I'm just going to start commenting on the clips. And I was really proud of this one because I joined this game late, and if you look at the score, you'll notice we were down by a pretty okay amount, and we brought it back at the end. I really liked this clip because that no-scope at the start just looked kind of cool to me, and when I was trying to get good at knifing and quickscoping, the hardest part was kind of like knowing when to switch to the swords and then switch back to the sniper, and this kind of illustrates that sometimes I go into a situation where, oh, I'm turning a corner and I know it's going to be like a long straight, you know, like where there's going to be a good distance, but I still have the swords out and I have to switch really quick to get the guy. And I think if I keep doing this more, I'll actually get even better at that, which is, at least until Cold War comes out, what I kind of want to focus on, honestly, because I've always thought of knifing and quickscoping as two very different things, but I feel like they both take a significant amount of skill that you have to get good at, and I think it'd be fun if I kind of like tried to get good at both of those and use them together, because that's something I haven't really seen a whole lot. And I mean, I've seen people who can do both really well, but I want to like do them both at the same time consistently, to where whenever I need to quickscope, I'm able to laser enemies, but whenever I switch to the swords, I'm able to just jump into enemies and just clear them out like that. And it could just because of how good this sniper is, but I feel like I was kind of like almost on the precipice of being able to do that pretty well. Also, that lag right there was really weird, but I thought it actually looked kind of cool, so I kind of wanted to keep it in. I don't know, just something about turning the corner on that forklift as it lagged kind of made it like look like it was like almost like a transition that I use in my videos usually, so I was kind of okay with it. This clip was kind of cool just because I was pretty proud of that first shot. It was kind of a weird angle, And then I got some good knife plays too. And I mean, a lot of the clips I recorded when doing this was pretty much the only criteria I had was if it was a good streak and I got some knife kills and some sniper kills, I kind of wanted to put it in here. And the only thing was I wanted to have more clips for that montage. But for the montages, what I want to start doing, because I still want to make those, I want to have those as like more fast-paced clips, meaning if like I get 3 kills back to back to back, I want to have that for a montage. But then these other clips, I want to have them in full videos where I talk over them like this. And I think that's what you guys kind of want as well. You guys have been saying that you like both videos, but you also definitely like when I talk more. So as of right now, that's what I plan on doing. But if you have any other suggestions, definitely let me know. And I will be doing the other suggestions I have for loadouts in due time. It's just I wanted to focus on some of the other new weapons they added because I know people would be curious about those. But I have not ignored the other people. I will be getting to those, do not worry. Those have actually been really fun to make. It's been pretty cool listening to what you guys have to suggest. And I've had a couple comments. Every now and again, I would change the loadout just a bit. And people were saying, I mean, is that really listening? And I would argue yes, since I mainly knife or quickscope now, that me using a regular gun is still very foreign to me. And so if I change anything, most of the time it's just so I can be adequate and I can use the gun that you want to see me use well, if that makes any sense. I know on paper that's really dumb, but you guys have to realize I didn't get into Call of Duty and then get into knifing. I got into Call of Duty because I saw knifing videos and I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. So that's what I started out on, and I know I might not be the best at like knifing. I can't go on like crazy nuke streaks because I rush way too much, but that's honestly what I'm best at. Although I might argue in this one, I think I might be getting equal in terms of skill level in regards to my quickscoping and knifing in this game. But again, I don't want to have to repeat all of what I already said, where I don't really know if that's because of my innate talent or if it's just a combination of game mechanics. And I've actually just repeated everything after I said I didn't want to do that. Wow. I'm just going to explain right now. I've taken way too many public speaking classes and classes of that nature to where I've really been nailed home that reiterating certain points and emphasizing them help get the point across. However, that can also come off as super annoying, so I'm going to try to not do that as much. I just really like how this sniper is really fast and high damage. Okay, honestly, that sounds dumb. Why wouldn't anybody like that? That's why it's so strong right now. I hope when they change it, they don't change the ADS speed. I would be fine if they brought the damage down to around the level of the Kar 98, as long as they didn't mess with the ADS speed. Because honestly, that's what I like the most about it, is it literally feels like another Kar 98 in terms of ADS speed. I think that's why I like it, because whenever I want to, I can just pretty much run dual Kar 98s now, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm actually not going to go back and review this video too much. Obviously, I'll fix anything that's like wrong editing wise, but I can already tell I think I'm just being very repetitive, and I'm just not gonna make sure I focus on that too much because it's been a fairly long week with classes, so I hope you guys can forgive it and just enjoy the content. And I don't mean long as in anything bad happened, it's just I am trying to focus on this and make good content for you guys while also trying to focus on classes, so sometimes I get a little tired and my brain doesn't work at 100%, so I say things that sound stupid and repetitive. So I hope you guys know that's not just how I usually am, it's an effect of me trying to be effective in multiple things. Although if we're talking about effectiveness, we should point out that I just missed 2 sniper shots and a throwing knife before I realized, hey, maybe I should rush him with my swords instead. But I'll give myself a little bit of leeway just because it was definitely new to me trying to knife and quickscope at the same time. I haven't really done that too much, and I mean doing that effectively eliminates my effectiveness at mid-range because I either have to be pretty close or a good distance away. In a game like this with a low TTK and where assault rifles are very strong, it did make it a bit hard getting used to. And I am again curious to see if I'll be able to kind of emulate being able to quickscope and knife at the same time in the next game. But with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm definitely going to be trying to make more content like this since that's what you guys want. But I obviously want to be able to keep getting good enough clips to make montages for you guys too. Because one of the things I really like doing is putting a bunch of clips together to some cool music. And showing that to you guys for you to enjoy. But with that being said, again, I hope you enjoyed and let me know what you thought.